Okay, so heater box ready to start putting back together. I've got the diverter flap in now. You'll see it's got, hold on while I move those brackets. There's your pad, foam pad there, sealing up against the adequate seal. That's operating alright. It's time to fit these vacuum hose brackets next that we made earlier. There's those inner plates for them. Your two brackets there have gone nice. There's the fan motor being cleaned up. I've oiled the bearings, it's running very smooth now. It was a bit tight. Some 3-in-1, simply drop it into the back bearing and just get it in. I just dribbled it into the front and let it work in, then wipe the excess off because I don't recommend taking this off the shaft. You can bend the shaft. This one was running slightly out of balance. I've straightened it by basically spinning it, and then that edge there, let's have a look. It's on my thumb, the edge that's on my thumb there, just get a reference point. What I did, I used the edge of this box there and then spun it, and you can see it waving in and out. So as it gets to the closest gap, I just bent a blade, the whole assembly with my hand, held the complete unit, slightly bent it until it ran true. So it's now running, it can run faster as well, because when they're out of balance they won't run as quick. When the bearings aren't oiled they won't run as quick. You'll be surprised how much friction will build up on that bearing if it's not lubricated. So that's a fast running fan. Hopefully we'll put it on its casing soon. We'll get these brackets fitted now, so we're moving on fast now with the heater box. Happy with that finish there. Okay, great stuff, so keep on going. Let's get that fan motor in and we'll test the assembly. Get the rivets in, keep on going. There's the backing plate there. Okay, we need some screws now, some bright screws. Those ones are rusty, so I'll have a look in the kit for some screws. It's the 7th of Jan 2013 already. Can you believe that? That's half. No, it's a quarter of the January already gone. That means the next month's February, and the month after that's March. The March Swampy's got to be ready. The heat is on. Right, had to go and get some hardware, some rivets and stuff to put this back together. Put a bolt into the fan there, nice new bolt, and I'm just gonna have to glue this up because these clips are so bad. Look at the back of that. That's just popping out, so it's gonna have to be reinforced. Some araldite or plastic stuff that I've got, and some repair stuff. I'm going to putty it around. It's good stuff, that strong like metal. So those brackets are going on in a sec, and then we'll start putting this back together and then run it up, and then that's out of the way because this box is taking too long to do. It's a nightmare, but at least it's looking alright. Not a bad finish, look. So that's all worked how we wanted it to. There was a sticker on this Swampy's original one, somewhere on the top, a service sticker, so I might refit the service sticker just to keep it as it was on Swampy. I peeled it off, I think, to take a photocopy of it. So I peeled a lot of labels off. I'm trying to remember where I put them all, but I've got them somewhere. Okay, not to worry about for now. Switching on, get some glue on that heater electrical connector. Let's get these rivets into this and put the box back together and check the flap operation. So I've got these plates that fit behind, we've got the lower brackets to fit and the hose brackets. So I'll get all this hardware together now, get the drill ready and let's fit it. Okay, brackets going on. We've got that lower bracket there, supporting plate fitted at the back there, see? Done that in alley. 2 more brackets up at the top for your heater hoses. One there on the inside there, so sorry, not heater hose, your vac hose brackets are in. These lower brackets, now I've taken a measurement from an old heater box for the distance between, the spacing between the brackets, so I know this side where I can get it right. Let's get this one on first. 2 more rivets to go. Spacing by the 2 crosses on a block of wood underneath there. Let's get that out. So that's those holes through. Backing plate to go on now. into there, and then let's get the rivets through. That's both bottom brackets done. We're getting there. It's been a long job, this one. Okay, let's get these plates on at the back.
I guess take down a peg or two, something disturbing.
Okay, next rivet.
Has a confident public voice, I think, to a lot of people, and as I said, I don't think it's just now. I think the majority of people who were said that so he plays.
Two more holes there. Another hole coming up. That's that one. Bottom back casing going on, rivet ready to go. Back casing going into position. Rivet on now. Okay, let's get this on. So that's that on. I've just covered these hoses up to stop the brackets, stop them getting damaged when it's upside down. So we can see now that this just fits in at the top there, so it's all complete. Just the electric motor to fit into there, and that's a completely assembled unit. We can even test it if we want, see how much air it's putting out. A couple of rivets just to hold this in position till the special metal brackets come. The factory brackets will clip over the top. I've got some new ones coming in. They're the old school pre-facelift clips. The newer heater boxes, the Mark 5s, use brass rivets as you saw in the early videos, but we'll be putting the clips on. But no harm in popping a rivet through here and holding it in place till the clip comes, just so it doesn't snap off the bottom rivet. So I've put a couple of rivets on. In fact, I could even use two of the original clips. Why not do that and then pop them off? They're just up here, just over here, so we'll get new clips. Another one going in to come over the edge and push, as you know. So I'll clip those in. Right, that's all back together. Everything in. Vacuum hose, that's how she fits in those brackets there. So I'll take you for a tour around. What a job that was. You were with me all the way. You've watched all 4 parts of that heater build. Was it 57, 2, 3, 4 and 5? I don't know, we must be up to that by now. That wore me out, that did, I tell you. That was an intensive job. Just a lot of thinking had to go into it, how to get that effect. But we got there in the end, didn't we? So you can see it there. It's the best one I'm going to get, and I'm not at all displeased with that. So that's good going. That. Look at that. It's a great little setup. Look at that. Okay, so I think, can I sign you off now and say that was the end of that piece? So thanks for bearing with me on the whole job on those videos. So heater build, Mark 5 converted to look like an early Mark 3 heater, complete with the fiberglass effect imprint, the vacuum hose brackets, the correct metal mounting brackets, reconditioned or refurbished or serviced rather fan with a fiberglass body on it, new cushioned flap inside to get a softer feel to the flap, and a good airtight closing action, nice and silent on that. Clips on the top, mount clips on the top, there's your rivets there for that. The Mark 5 backing plate, of course, which doesn't matter, and that's it. That's the job was done, completed. And I'm going to have a little break now, another tidy up of the unit, and lo and behold, I told you to get here, we're back onto the harness. It's which means that I'm not going to need as many tools. This was a paint and tool and filing job, so it was dragging a lot of kit out of these stores. So now I can put everything away and know that I'm on electrical work, lighting and cabling, nice neat jobs, no paint, no sprays, no masking up, nice neat jobs. So we're there where I wanted to be a week ago. I'm actually arrived. Thanks for that. I'm going to go and have a little brew to celebrate whilst before I put everything away. I'll join you in about 20 minutes. So okay, I'm just mixing up some black resin to fill in these holes here. They're the locating lugs. You would have had them like that, see? But this heater box didn't have them, so we're going to infill that with a liquid resin. You're not going to know. It's going to lie flush, not as raised as it would be if it was a lug, but it should give you a similar effect. So 2 lugs to do. Mixing the resin for them now, just on this tub here. Mix that 2-part resin together. It finishes in a blacky brown colour. Okay, do that now. Okay, you'll see that making the fake plastic stud effect now. The resin, you're able to mix it, and then by using I've used a leg of a rivet, I sort of ice cream coned it in and then drew it out slowly, which creates a nipple, and then the weight of it will start to settle as it flows out, and then it should leave a slightly raised point, which you can then just at the right point squish down. You'll get a sort of plastic peg effect, the closest we're going to get it to this. Okay, so that for both sides, just to finish it off. Quite a bit of sort of detailed job there, but you know what I'm like. Okay, I'll do the same for this one. Okay, last operation now, just before the putty sets the epoxy. I squashed the head with some cardboard, and that gives me the final peg effect, the plastic locating peg effect that you would have on this heater box. Nothing to file off. So that's how you do those. There's a little bit of an overrun there, but I can flick that back now with my nail. See, just being very careful. I don't want to dig into the paint, you see, so just very gently flick that back. There she goes. Curl that back into it. Locating pegs. False locating pegs. 2 more to do for that side. Right, I'm finally fitting the fan into it. One little tip, put some switch contact cleaner on the brushes and then run it up on the 12 volts. That'll get your brushes clean. Then don't forget to oil both ends of the bearings with some 3-in-1. That gets your fan running a little bit better, a little bit quicker. I've just lightly oiled that face there because I'm going to put a non-hardening gasket sealer now around there to sit the fan onto, just for the airtight seal. A little bit of oil on here just so it doesn't stick, because these are hard to get off when it sets. You don't want to crack your fiberglass casing for the heater. So on with a non-hardening jointing compound now around the edge for a gasket seal. There we go, seal it on. I'm going to drop that fan into place now. I've tested it so it runs, so lower that in. That is it, the finished unit with the plate, topping plate there for the rad, your brackets, your false studs, both sides. I've even got them to look like fiberglass at the top. All your rivets in, all your plates on, your hose in position. That is it. Hope you like that. What a mission that was. I reckon sort of 2 days, maybe 16 hours that took to do. Maybe, yeah, probably 12 to 16 hours that took to do that box. Well, there you go. It's worth it in the end. A bit better than that one, I think.